And that fanfare can only mean one thing. It's time for another TV show commentary with myself, Harold Smiley Yack, and Mr. JL76 Gaming. What is your middle name, sir?
Danger.
Ah, yes. Danger is the executioner's middle name. Har! The Grogman's middle name. This is, as if you haven't already noticed, oh, it's some sort of 80s computer show! Oh, no, it's not. It's Catchphrase with Roy Walker, that seminal game show classic from the United Kingdom.
Say what you see. Say what you see.
Yes. Oh, that was the series when it was presented by the Executioner. And this is ripped from the Family Channel. I do remember that. I used to watch it all the time.
It was presented by Andy Crane, I believe.
I thought you were going to say that, what's his name, Bob Holness is Andy Crane then.
Oh, please, Bob. Oh, what a trip to Rio de Janeiro. Or Bali.
Look at that fantastic on-screen graphicery. And Sydney.
I must say, these are certainly better prizes than Bullseye.
Concorde. That doesn't exist anymore. You could literally win Concorde.
Win a Concorde.
That's what happened to it. They gave it away on an episode of Catchphrase. That's
Yes.
why it can no longer fly.
Indeed.
Either that or Richard Branson crashed it. Oh, too soon, too soon.
I think Roy Walker is a lot more fashion savvy, I don't know whatever the word is, than Jim Bone.
Yes, I do have to say.
Did you ever see that episode or that advert with the Churchill dog? Next thing he'll be telling us he's going for dinner with Roy Walker.
Oh yes, those were good adverts, weren't they?
Yeah.
By... Oh.
In fact, they used to do it at one point.
Yes. Was it not Bob Mortimer? It was one of the two.
It was one of the two who done it at one point, yeah.
I think it was Bob Mortimer, but he was sacked after he was in a car crash of some sort or caught speeding or something.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, for speeding, you only get a £60 fine and 3 points on your licence these days, which is nothing, really.
Well, good evening, Christine, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Christine's got quite a mullet there, hasn't she? And that guy's got a definite mullet and moustache combo.
Oh, we're in mullet heaven. Every time I watch one of these shows, it makes me want a mullet. I keep saying I'm going to grow one.
You really should.
I'll surprise everybody. When I come to Play Expo in May, I'll have a full-grown mullet.
I thought Yaks had mullets anyway.
They do sometimes.
Can't believe it.
Well, ask Bob Geldof, he was with me. Let's meet your opponent, Nick. Nick, you've got 14 O-levels. A very, very good evening to you. You've got 14 O-levels.
He looks like something from, you're maybe too young, but it used to be a programme in the 80s called Barren Nights. It was like comedians guys. And used to do like piss takes of music videos and stuff. He looks like a guy that used to be in them.
No, I haven't seen that. But he does look like the sort of guy who would be in one of those cheesy 80s shows.
Yeah. After this, you should look up the Barren Nights. They were brilliant.
I will. Yeah. How's that spelled? B-A-R-O-N?
B-A-R-O-N. Nights with a K to start. The Barren Nights.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go and look that up afterwards. After we've showing your age.
Yeah.
Right, he's currently explaining how to play this. Basically, do you want to sum it up?
Basically, you need to guess what's going on in the cartoon. Say what you see.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
That means when one of you correctly identifies a catchphrase, you win £25. A word of warning, please do not buzz.
That does increase as the show goes on. Yeah. And there's the ready money round as well.
The ready money round is around where they take the bell away and you can just buzz in whenever you want.
That's right. Okay, here we go. We've got to wait for these graphics to load.
Tickle the ivories.
No, tinkling the ivories.
Oh.
No, tickling. Yeah, it is tickling.
Yes.
Tinkling. That's when you pee on the ivories. That's not a good show.
Oh, it's got a lovely smell, Roy Walker.
You remember that time when Beethoven just stood on top of his piano and just unzipped his fly and just...
Oh yes, I do remember that. That was Beethoven the drunk years.
Slightly before Catchphrase, unfortunately.
Yeah. We'll uncover it. We'll give you 5 seconds. Here we go.
Do it little Daddy Longlegs. Yes, that's so simple.
Daddy's girl?
Daddy's girl is not right. Nick, you're back in play here.
No matter how crap the guest was, he used to say, it's good, but it's not right.
Ah, there is Mr. Chips. That's his first ever appearance, because this is the first ever episode of Catchphrase in the history of man.
can I just say that a friend of mine who I used to work with, we used to work for radio stations as a web designer. My friend who worked with me designed Mr. Chips. He'd done all these early animations, basically. He designed Mr. Chips.
Oh, cool! So he was the actual person who came up with Mr. Chips. He is a
indeed.
personal hero of mine, then.
Yes. His name is Alistair Brown. Hello, Alistair, if you're watching.
Hi, Ali. You had a great cricket career for Surrey. That's a different Alistair Brown.
Duck
Walk, lame duck. I don't know.
Oh, that's a hard one. See what you see.
Do you know the computer that they used?
Good, but it's not right. No, sorry.
Nah, it's good, but it's not right. That's another famous catchphrase from the show. Catchphrase. I'm going to look up what computer they use for this show, because it will be pertinent, this being a retro computer channel.
Lame duck.
Lame duck is right.
Oh,
yeah.
You said that, didn't you? Lame duck.
It may be an Atari, if I remember correctly.
Could be. Come on, Daddy Longlegs, for goodness sake.
Here we go. You got £50.
Wow, what could it be?
The bonus catchphrase.
That is the one for me?
Come on, that's not even a real phrase. Daddy Cool's one, but she's not said that yet.
Diet. Crash diet.
Yes, well done, you've got it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though, you don't get anything because you've buzzed in before the bell went.
Oh no!
No! He's crashed into a pile of cigarette cases, evidently.
Your turn at the bonus. Stop the computer.
He's going to get it first time, this guy, isn't he?
Yes.
You have £50 each for an extra £100.
It's not his first go.
What's the bonus catchphrase?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you thick gits.
So did Ali Brown do all the graphics on the show?
I like how you call him Ali Brown.
Alistair Brown.
Yeah, that's right. He did it for the first few years, I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, so he would have done all of these.
I can't remember if he said he was part of a team or not.
Walking on stilts?
Walking on stilts is right.
I think he was part of the company that did it, basically, so I don't think it will come up at the end, you know, visuals by Alistair Brown. It'll come up with visuals by whatever the company was.
Computer. That's the square. We'll give you 5 seconds. Here we go.
Surely.
What is the bonus catchphrase?
Daddy Longlegs.
Hey.
Hooray! Well done!
Daddy Longlegs and Daddy Shortlegs. Watching this just reminds me of Sundays in my house. It used to be heart to heart and catchphrase. Then it would be, I think you'd have your Sunday night was also bath night, so you'd have your bath before it started.
Oh, you'd have to get out quickly before the ready money round.
Unfortunately, as disgusting as it was, we used to share the water. So, my dad used to be first in the bath, then we'd turn each in the bath. Ugh.
I love how the graphics have to load here every time.
Wet behind the ears.
And the music's fantastic as well.
It is?
One of the tracks is particularly scary, actually. Used to scare me as a kid, that. And I actually used to watch the really old shows as well, because they used to repeat them on the earlier equivalent of Challenge TV, I think it was.
Yes, Family TV.
Sorry, yes, Family TV. This might possibly be a repeat, actually, then. In the olden days of B-Sky B, when it used to be Family Channel, the Galaxy Channel, Children's Channel.
Don't cry over spilt milk.
Oh, he's got it!
He got it in first go? Wow. Good
I
old
wasn't
Nick.
even paying attention. This guy's going to run away with this show, isn't he? He's,
Christine, kid nonsense, please for him.
yeah, and he's proper chuffed.
Yeah.
I would be if I had a mullet and stash combo like that. Well, the only reason that woman doesn't have a mustache is because she's a woman. Otherwise, she'd have a mullet and stash combo.
I don't know, Mum. I don't know what's got a very convincing goatee.
1986, for the record, this is.
Wow.
Watch your screens. Here's your next catchphrase.
This tune reminds me of Lemons.
Mr. Chips looks a bit like a lemming.
Maybe a bit. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. So I guess he's called Mr. Chips, named after the computer chip then, and
I
not
would guess so, yeah.
and not the fast food.
£300 in the bank. Stop the computer. That's the square. We'll give you 5 seconds. Here we go.
Oh, what is that?
Something in the closet, maybe?
Skeletons in the cupboard. It could be. I bet it is that.
No, despite the mullet, she's actually quite a pretty lady.
Yes. Oh, what do you mean, despite the mullet? You mean because of the mullet?
The mullet's a bit off-putting. Farewell. Farewell something.
That's a brilliant one.
Christine.
Farewell to arms.
I love that one. That's my favourite one so far, with the Venus de Milo. So who actually came up with the ideas, the concepts for the catchphrases? Did Alistair Brown just...
No, I think somebody would have come up with the catchphrases, and he would. So they would say to him, "Call to arms," whatever it was, and he would say, "Right, I'll need to come up with a cartoon for that." Then, basically.
Okay.
Like, he wouldn't come up with an actual catchphrase, if you know what I mean.
I bet it is skeleton in the cupboard. But sadly, unfortunately, and any other negative word I can think of, when they brought this show back for 2013, they didn't keep the old style graphics. I think it's all 3D now.
Well, I don't know if it's 3D, but it's definitely changed graphics.
Well, I guess you've got to move with the times, but I'm just a bit disappointed. Disappointed they didn't recruit a teletext artist to do it.
Yes, indeed.
Get it under control.
There's an idea for a show. We could make our own catchphrase show, and you could do the graphics.
With teletext art, yes.
Yeah,
we could do that. Yeah, we could do.
We could have contestants. That could be a new game show. Seeing as Retro Master Mindless is ending soon.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Right, this is going to be picking up the pieces, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't
Mr.
know.
Chips has no knees now. That's a different Mr. Chips.
Picking up the pieces is right.
I think at one point there was a Mr. Chips family.
Yes, I think you're right.
I think he'd away from kids.
Is that like the Weetabix family? I wonder what became of Mr. Chips.
He got sacked.
Where is he now? It is skeleton in the closet, isn't it?
Probably, yeah. It's not the same without, even just taking the graphics aside, whether you agree with the graphics or not, it's just not the same without Roy Walker.
No. Oh, sorry, I called him Bob Holness earlier, didn't I? Oh my!
I didn't even notice.
Oh dear, don't worry. I'll go back and edit that out. Now's the perfect time. It's a break!
I wonder who actually goes to the trouble of recording this off a VHS and uploading it to YouTube.
I don't know, but they're a very, very kind person, I would say.
Yes.
Right, this channel is fantastic. I can't recommend it enough. TVS Productions 82, and I do believe they have uploaded pretty much all the episodes of Catchphrase from the 80s.
Wow.
Which is amazing, so you can go on a catchphrase bender.
Overdose on catchphrase.
I wish somebody would do that for Games World.
You should do it.
I kind of have, with the Electric Eddie GW channel. Now, come on.
Skeleton in the closet, isn't it?
You've got 685 for another £300. Nick, what is the bonus catchphrase?
Skeleton in the cupboard.
Skeleton!
On the cover, that's what you said. Right from the start, wasn't it?
He's looking a bit shocked there, the skeleton. But it's very well drawn. Back in the days when you could just about tell what it was, but that was the important thing, that you could tell what it was.
Yeah.
A lot of money to be won. The computer's flashing up to £150. You stop it and let...
Alright, get the 150, come on. Yay!
Well done. Yay.
So the thing about that computer,
Sorry.
they could nobble that computer, you know, like the old fruit machines down at the arcades, where they just deliberately don't stop on particular areas of the feature.
Indeed.
Next to Small Ben there as well. It's not actually the clock tower, it's the bell, isn't it? Big Ben?
Yes. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you.
Alright, £400 in the bonus bank. What is it? Let's see.
£1,135.
Bedbugs.
For you. What is the bonus catchphrase?
Getting out the wrong side of the bed.
Do you know who that guy looks like as well? Do you remember the Scousers and Harry Enfield? Aye. Yeah.
He does a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah. On the other hand,
and again, Mr. Chips looks different. He's got big goggly eyes now.
I think it's maybe different. There's maybe 4 or 5 people working, and they all had a different interpretation of Joe Mr. Chips.
That's probably right, but if you watch some of the later episodes, Mr. Chips' design evolves as well. He becomes more 3D, and the animations become slicker. I think the bell was invented partially just to let stuff load in.
Ah, I didn't think of that. That's quite clever.
As a device. But also, if you notice, They vary up the times when the bell comes in, so you never know when it's going to come.
Yeah.
Square meal.
Square meal. Ah, you got it there first.
Yeah, but again, none of us get the points because we didn't wait for the bell.
I suppose. But we're not on the show.
It's already got 1,500 quid.
You could get some good money on this back in the day if you were good at it. And for the 1980s, that is a hell of a lot of money. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of money now.
You know what you could do? If you got £150, say, for the individual catchphrases in one round, if you knew the answer to the bonus catchphrase, you could just pretend you didn't and gamble and try and get more 150 quids. Although if you did that, then you're letting the other contestant in, aren't you?
Yeah, that's a gamble. But yeah, definitely, you could do that.
Catchphrase strategy, just in case you're thinking of going on the show.
Nick, double-decker sandwich.
That was a chocolate bar, wasn't it?
They do it differently now as well. They've got free contestants on it now, and there's like a kind of qualifying round.
What? Why would you do that?
I don't know. They're trying to modernise it, I guess.
Seconds, here we go. 1,585.
Well, that was hugely useful, that one. Just a bedpost.
In bed with my dinner. I don't know.
With Bob Mills. In bed with Bob Mills.
No thanks.
Here's your next catchphrase. Watch.
Harry Yack.
Nick.
Dog-eared.
Dog-eared is right.
Oh, so we had pigeon-toed earlier, and now we've got dog-eared.
Yes.
He seems to be running away with it. I wonder, can he get the bonus catchphrase? Stop the computer.
It must have been hard to come up with loads and loads of different sayings.
Well, I imagine they had loads of people just sitting in a room brainstorming for weeks with these different... Or maybe they have a dictionary of catchphrases.
But I mean, they've done this show for years and years and years. I wonder if they've ever repeated.
Look at that. That looks really good on the old computer.
Yeah.
I like
Elbow
that.
room.
Yeah, elbow room. Oh, that's good, isn't it? And Liverpool, Kit 171.
Can you do it this time? You've uncovered most of the squares. Stop the computer.
Christine's got no chance now, has she?
Lay in bed. Day in bed.
Right, I think.
£85 for another 400. What is the bonus catchphrase?
DIY in bed?
That's not right, Christine.
How would you do that? What does that mean? That sounds like a porno.
He might just be stole. He might just be using your tactics.
He could be. He could be.
Scuba diving.
Listening to me. He could be listening to me from 1986 through the void. Ooh. That was easy. A lot of these are very easy indeed. I do remember as a kid struggling on a lot of these. I do think they get harder as the series moves on.
I do think that nowadays they are harder, to be honest.
They would have to be. At some point, you're just going to reuse the old catchphrases, aren't you? Now, this is a bit unfair because the middle one's the important one.
Yeah.
And if you don't get that, you're never going to get it.
Screens. Here's another catchphrase. Watch.
It's going to be high society, isn't it?
No, maybe not. Oh, maybe.
Nick, high society.
High society.
Yeah.
What other phrases can you think of with society in them?
I don't know, none.
Society of fools. Did you know that this video has 30,000 views? 46 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. Who is the one person?
30,002 now.
Well, it's actually 29,456. It is lay in bed, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you don't get this, go back to mullet school. Yes! Mullet school.
That guy's taking the pill. Look at it. I mean, £500 still not bad. But he's just totally waiting for it.
There's the klaxon! That can be scary if you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was added in post-production. I bet it was. Nah, probably not.
Just think how many more 80s jumpers he can buy with that money.
Oh! Yes, with pixelated patterns on them.
Yeah. Give it a kiss. Go on.
He can't do that, he's married.
Oh dear. Is he?
To his mullet. That's another porno. Married to the mullet!
Oh yeah, I've watched that one. It's good.
Everybody's got 80s mullet wigs.
She's quite smelly considering she get beat.
Yes.
She probably went back to her dressing room and started crying though.
Do you get the £500 if you lose?
Yeah, of course.
It'll take me just until the time when the board rotates to count out your money.
Yeah. Bye, Christine. Bye.
Look at that screensaver! Oh yeah.
So why those, you know, when you used to play music on your computer and you get those little screensavers?
Oh yeah, the visualizations.
Yeah.
I used to like the one that was amazing, you could control it.
Ooh, can't remember that, but sounds good.
Yeah, it was a bit like Sultan's Maze, but 3D!
Behind each one is a catchphrase. If you can answer 5 in a straight line, you will win a special prize.
I wonder if this is back in the day where you get a different prize for every letter, or if you get money for every letter, because they changed it at one point, didn't they?
I can't remember. I don't think you did. You just had to get from one side of the board to the other, and if you go through the M, you get the star prize. It was very rare that they didn't go for the star prize, and I used to shout at the telly, "What are you doing?" when they didn't.
This reminds me a little bit of the Gold Run on Blockbusters.
Yeah, they're very, very similar in a way. Mountain out of a molehill, Fool on the Hill.
Oh,
Go on, do you want to do the next one?
yeah. Round robin.
10 pass.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, he's got plenty of options here. Time and time again, start all over again. It's very easy. He's got the M1 as well, he should do this now. Rocking all over the world.
Small world.
Yeah. He's gonna do it, he's gonna do it!
Later time.
Sunspots.
Ooh.
Actually, the sun's made of cheese, though.
Yeah.
Here we go, come on!
Place in the sun.
Come on, get it!
This place.
He doesn't know it!
Come on, son.
My place.
Say what you see, lad!
Say what you see.
Centre place. Sun place.
Come on, you've only
Get
got it here.
closer!
Place in the sun.
No!
Oh.
Oh, he just didn't know. He hadn't heard of that expression. Oh, unlucky. That was easy.
Yeah, we would have done it.
Well, they're only easy if you know the answer.
Yeah.
You said sun place.
Yes.
What do you
Place
think
the
it
sun.
was?
Don't
Still no idea. Well, audience, have you any idea what it was? A place in the sun, Nick.
Oh no.
Well, to be fair, that show didn't exist in the 80s, Place in the Sun, did it? Oh, so it was a lot harder.
Oh.
Oh, unfortunate. I thought he was going to do it. He was so close.
He had 30 seconds left and he had only 2 to get.
Contestant, it's a pleasure having you here on the show. We look forward to seeing you next week on the show, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget that well-known catchphrase, never make love on a stretcher because you might get carried away. See you next week. Bye.
That's what happened, incidentally, in Married to the Mullet.
I noticed a lot of these 80s game shows were presented by guys that were on the Comedians show, which was a show in the 1970s. It's all guys that were on that are presenting these things. Like Jim Bourne was on it, Roy Walker was on it, and there was Tom O'Connor who presented Crosswords. Did you ever watch that?
Yes, so it was like a proving ground, eh?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to scrub back through those credits and see if I can find your mates.
It might be a company rather than him, but yeah, have a look.
Directed by Bob Collins, the brother of Phil. Now let's see.
Anyway, that's Catchphrase done and dusted.
Oh, titles made by Electronic Arts! Wow, so that's what they were doing before they were making games.
Me thinks it's a different company.
No, I think it's the same. Well, unfortunately, your mate wasn't in the credits there, but thank you very much, everybody, for watching us yet again, and we hope you will tune in next time. I have been Harold Rutherford Yack, and he has been...
JL76 Gaming!
And this has been a RetroOneLim.com special production. Thank you very much to TVS Productions for the video. Go and subscribe to him for more retro goodness.
Or her.
Or her, it could be a female, yes. Go and subscribe to them.
Yes. Sayonara.